Good morning, guys. Morning. It's that time again. As I like to tell people, do the hammer time. Time for me to use my ventilator once more as I talk you guys through it. You know what? My thing is saying public. I had this problem yesterday where I had to go on my Facebook on my computer and make it public so people could view me. Right, guys, give me 1 second, I'm gonna be back. Alright, I knew it. For some reason my settings are private, so every time I do a live feed it doesn't seem to work as it should, even though I've got the settings private. Right. As I said, you guys know what time it is. It's time for me to do my ventilator. It's time for me to, put my ventilator over my neck and sterilize as I normally do. My trachea, wake up every morning and it's dry. My chest is all dry. So I end up having to use my ventilator to, somewhat give my chest, some type of moist, because obviously I haven't got the same filter as everybody else. By the way, if anybody thinks what I'm doing is a nuisance and doesn't want me tagging them in their videos, drop me a private message and I will stop doing so. But what I'm doing is educational. What I'm doing is showing you guys my private life and what I go through on a daily basis. By the way, these little bottles I'm breaking up is saline water. So it's saline water that I'm gonna put my machine on and I'm gonna do what I need to do as a person. Anyway, as I said, for those of you that don't want to watch my videos or don't want me tagging you and you think what I'm doing is spoiling your image or your brand or your street cred, you can take me off. It's not a problem. But just know that in life, everyone hits a pillar or a corner and we all get disabled at some point. And if you're too ashamed to have me on your page because of my barrier or because of what I'm showing you, or you're a friend of mine and you're too ashamed to have me on your page because whatever reason, you can take me off your page. That's no problem. I just like to be honest with people and straight up, rather than pretend, oh, I'm hurt, I'm crushed, why are you not promoting my stuff? I don't care if you don't promote my stuff. It don't matter to me. We're all grown adults. We have a freedom of choice. And you can decide to either be interested in what a person does or not interested in what a person does. And if you're not interested, you're not interested. No one can force you to do otherwise. Right, have I done this properly? Nope. I thought so. So that's the saline water in there. And this is the mask that will go over my neck. I'm not going to do it. I'll probably do it for 20 minutes maximum. Because I've got to start getting ready for my radio station. My radio interview with Simi Kings later on today. So I just need to make sure that my airways is nice and clear Oh man. Hello, Michael. How are you? Thanks for watching. Morning to you too. This is just what I go through every morning, Michael. It's my morning ritual before I start my day. Thank you, Michael. That's correct. Wow. How did you know? Do you work in the medical field? Ah, cool. How long did you do that for? Okay. Was that not the career path you wanted to be in, or was it just a stopgap? Ah, yeah. So what do you do now? Are you still within the medical field? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, what kind of agency? Okay. How long have you been doing that for? And how are you finding working with local councils or government directly? Is it smooth sailing? Do they listen to you? Because I know those of us that have conditions, we're not listened to. Doctors just think because they patched us up, we're fine. And the aftercare isn't there. I done a piece on my story. I done a video on my story. Not yesterday, the day before. So if you go into my timeline, my story should be there. Yeah, that's true. You think if I was somewhere high up within central government, or if I was somewhere in local government high up, they would have probably found a cure for me by now. But because I'm the common Joe Blogs, I'm having to go through this. And as they say, what's the saying? Disease pays. So the more you become unwell, the more they can get funding to do what they need to do. They don't care about the common man. That's my personal opinion. Hey. I'm not saying that they don't do nothing, but they can do more. They can do a whole lot more, you know. Dr. G, thanks for joining my seizure session. Good morning. Yeah. How would it sound amazing? I'm just a man. I'm just a man. I'm just a man traveling a course. I've got a radio interview today in Wandsworth. I'll be in the company of Miss Simi Kings on Wandsworth Radio. I've got my interview at 1. So I will be sharing my story on a global scale via seeing Simi Kings. So that's my day today. Thank you, Michael. Add me, Michael, because I've got a story to tell every day. So add me up, request me. Anyone who's watching me, if you want to follow my story, if you want to know about me, what's the word? Request me, friend request me. Oh, Dr. G, what time? Because my radio interview is only for about an hour. It should be anyway, and after that I'm shooting off. I'm coming back to the good old New Cross Deptford area. You let me know when you're available. It's only for an hour, bro. Good morning, D's. Is it D's T's? I think it is. If I pronounced it wrong, apologies. Oh, man. The life of a man with a trachea. This is my life. This is what I have to do every morning. While some of you guys can get up, have a shower, put on your clothes, go straight to work. I've got to do this before I even get ready for work, decide to even have a shower, you know. This is my day-to-day living, you know. So just when you think your life is difficult, just when you think no one can understand what's going on with you, just bear a thought. Bear a thought that there's me. I've got general problems, but that I can't even think about the general problems because I've got my health to contend with first thing in the morning. I've got to jump in the ring with Rocky Balboa, put my mask on, put my ventilator on, and inhale saline water. Every morning I've got to do it so that my airways are cleared, you know, because at night time sleeping, you know, it dries up on the inside. And because I don't have the luxury of my neck being sealed, and I've got that, you can imagine the house being warm. It's not ideal for someone like me who's got a tracheostomy. So in life, every time you wake up and you think, oh, I really hate today, or I really hate what I'm going through, just remember watching this video. Just remember watching me, what I go through every morning, you know. I've been trying my best to keep up and show people every morning what I go through. The reason why I'm doing it every day to show people is I will get, you know, it's widening the knowledge. It's getting people out there who will, you know, somewhat not come across this on their day-to-day, you know, meeting of people. So for me, it's to educate people that just when you think your life is rough, just when you think, you know, I can't come out my house, or I don't feel the strength to stand in front of an audience to like talk, or to, you know, or even if it's your job and you feel not confident, bear in mind what I have to go through. I've got to walk through the public every day with, I'm black, I'm not playing a race card, I'm black, and I'm wearing something that's white, that's quite visible to people. My breathing is visible to people. Yeah, people are aware of me coming before I get to them. Yeah, and if I was crackling and didn't have the confidence to just sail through life or do what I need to do for me, then I would have a problem. So just a little thought for you lot, or you guys. When you've got a presentation, or there's something that you don't understand, or even as a woman, if a man makes you feel less about yourself, if a man doesn't appreciate you, listen, have the confidence within yourself. Again, remember watching this video on the 16th of September 2016 of a man named Nana opening up his private life of what he does day to day, just so I can breathe oxygen that you guys have the luxury of breathing without having to use apparatus like what I do. So just have faith in yourselves, able-bodied people with unique abilities, whatever your battles are in life, and be strong. That's all you can do. You can be strong and live a life that suits you. Don't live a life that suits someone else, because that someone else probably don't even care. You know, live a life for you. Live a life that you're happy with. You know. Hey Dawn, thanks for watching. And if you are watching, request me. Friend me, because I do stories every evening between 8 or Or if I don't get to do it at 8 o'clock, I do it at 10, where I talk about various things to do with disability. I talk about myself. My story is on my page if you want to know how I ended up with a trachea. And let me tell you this, everybody asks me, did you smoke? No. I hate the smell of cigarettes. And it's not because I go in airway. I generally hate the smell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Naomi. Trust me. I'm telling the truth. I'm not here to play games or to deceive people. You know? I ain't no miracle worker. I ain't no magician who just does jokes for the fun of it. No, 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 no. This is my life. This is what I go through. This is what I have to endure and live. I don't complain. I don't kick a fuss. You know, I appreciate what I have. I am comfortable within my skin. I am comfortable with my condition. I am comfortable for who I am as a person. And Naomi, as you know, Ghanaians, hey, talk about disability and Ghanaians. It's like mixing oil in water. What happens? It separates. Ghanaians are very, not all Ghanaians, some Ghanaians are very shallow-minded. And you'd think coming to this country, you'd think that some of them will be educated. Some of them just think, oh, if you're sick, don't bother work. You know, do or die. This country will look after you. Blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. I don't want the country to look after me. I have hands. I have a brain. I have legs. So why can't I walk? Why can't I work? Why can't I contribute to society? Why can't I fulfill my dreams like everybody else is fulfilling theirs? Why must I rely on the state to look after me? That don't make sense. You know? My reason for coming onto this platform, you know, on the 7th of May this year was because of the injustice of what's going on within workplaces when it comes to people with barriers. I had a few experiences and still are going through experiences where I'm being treated different because of one, I don't like playing the race card, but I have to put it out there. One, colour of my skin. Second, because I've got a disability. Thirdly, because I'm well mannered and I am educated to a degree that is acceptable in society. And when you have these three combinations, as a person, as an individual, society, or should I say a workplace, don't like that. You know? It don't like that at all. My pleasure. I always like to teach. I always like to learn from people as well. It's not just about me rambling on about my life. There are some people, their health conditions are you know, sky high than mine. You know? So, I like to, you know, share my little story, my little problem that to somebody may seem like a blip in the ocean. So my reason for starting, you know, people with unique abilities campaign is because I work full time and I'm in an organization where a chain of management seem to, seem to antagonize people with health conditions, seem to belittle people with health conditions. They've got the policies in place as an organization saying they help people, but you've got individuals that use their own prejudgment, their own ignorance to somewhat treat people with disability wrong. You know, we can just about manage handling our health condition in society, and then you've got someone who thinks because they are of a management grade or they are the ones managing a team, they can, you know, somewhat abuse their power and decide whether you're in a job or whether you're out of a job, all due to the fact that they think you're weak, they think you're not educated, or they think, due to you having a health condition, maybe your brain doesn't work well, and they can trample over you, because what can you do? After all, you're disabled. Who's going to listen to you? And the thing is, I've heard people say that about people with disability. You don't get that promotion because they think to themselves, over the year that you're going to be working with them, you're going to fall sick. What type of productivity can you give them? Everything from an organizational point of view is about how you can give back to the business. What you can do for the business. Not what you can do for the business and how can we help you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all organizations are like that. You will come across organizations that will help you. You will come across managers that are godsend, that will give you everything you want. You will come across managers that will take the time out to educate themselves, to be aware of what you have to go through as an individual. And then, who's watched that movie, Clint Eastwood, The Bad, the Good, the Ugly? Yeah, so you get the good, which I've just mentioned, and then you get the bad, who just want to antagonize you, aggravate you, get you to do something where it's gross misconduct so they can walk you out the door, or they will just undermine you by giving you certain tasks that is not of your grade. So you come across that, and it's not because of who you are, it's purely because they're threatened of you as an individual. Because they're not a lot of people with barriers are aware of their rights. I've come across that. Not a lot of people with barriers are confident like myself. With me, I had no choice. I had a mother who didn't tolerate crap. I had a Ghanaian mum who is still alive today, who is my rock, my best friend, and she is a woman. She complains of the way I am now in terms of me being very, very, very vocal, but I learned it off my mum. When I was younger, this woman was very vocal. She still is to a degree, but as she's getting old, she's calming down. So what I tell people is, never stop being vocal. Never care about the repercussions until you have to. And when you do have to, stand your ground. Stand for what you believe in. Don't let people trample over you. Don't let people think, we can dangle his P45 in his face. We can dangle the P45 to her because we can sack them anytime. We have the power to do that. No, don't allow people to do that. Yeah, do what you believe in and believe in what you do. You get that? Do what you believe in and believe in what you do. Yeah? Any new members who are watching me today, add me, request me, share this video, educate the mass. The more people find out, even if it's 4 people, 5 people that get this message and it resonates with them, I've done my job. I've done my job as a person. I'm not going to stay too long because today I have a radio interview on Wandsworth Radio. It's taken me a lot to get to where I am now. Due to a few issues at work, I've had a nervous breakdown, and I've been signed off since August till now. I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm not 100%, but you know what? Ever since I realized Facebook Live, and I realized that sharing my story was helping others and educating others, it's kind of a coping mechanism for me. And I feel people need to be aware of what's going on in the society we live in the world we live in case none of you live in England. Because foul treatment of people with disability is a global pandemic. global pandemic, and people pretend they don't treat people right. They pretend they treat people right, but they don't. In all honesty, you and I both know that people with barriers are not respected, are not are not people that someone will look up to and say, hey, this is a wonderful guy, let's work with him. No. The first thing they see is your barrier. That's the first thing they see. I'll give you an example. I used to work for an organization within public sector. I'm still in public sector at the moment. Yeah. And there was a manager I had years ago. And he walked in on his first day. And I think a week into his first week there, he called me in a room, we had a chat. And then he goes to me, when he saw me, he thought, excuse my language, I know it's too early, but this is his exact words. I'm not swearing for the sake of it. It's his exact words. He said to me, when I first saw you, Nana, I thought, what the fuck was that in your neck? Not, oh, Nana, you're a member of my staff. However, I have noticed, something, in your neck, and I just wanted you to familiarize me with what device you have there. What does it do? How does it enable you to, live day to day? But because he's uneducated and he was a fool, yes, a fool, he goes to me, when I saw you, Nana, I thought, what the fuck was that in your neck? It says it all, innit? It says it all. People's mindset, people's concept of life, people's vision and how they view things and how they even express to know about things sometimes comes out wrong. Because we're in a society where we're not allowed to embrace people with disability. We're in a society where we're backwards. We're still doing stuff in the 16th century that the Egyptians started off way back in time. I'm not talking about the Egyptians of today. You will have some Egyptians that still have that mindset. Just like you've got Ghanaians who, in Ghana, where when someone decides that their child is not compatible with society, they poison the child and throw the child in the stream. Every culture has a rotten apple. So I'm not here just chatting about certain places. Every culture, China, Japan, Ghana, Nigeria, Botswana, South Africa. Listen, across the globe, I could talk about every continent possible. Yeah? But every country has a minority of people that just don't give a damn about people with barriers, and they make it known in the most nastiest, vile, uncomprehending way you could think of. I'm here today sharing my story with you, and you listen to me. And if you've got any answers, leave me a message, private message me if you're too shy to put it publicly, and I'll educate you of what my life is like. It's not been an easy road. It's not been a slippery slope. It's been hard. When you're trying to climb Mount Everest, it's a hard journey. Very hard journey. Trust me. So, I'm going to leave you guys today because I need to get ready. I wasn't going to drive to my radio interview, but it looks like I have to because the weather has changed again. It's raining. So I'm going to drive up to where I need to be. I've got a radio interview today talking about my life. It's going to be on Wandsworth Radio. Wherever you are in the world, if you type in Wandsworth Radio, or if you go to my timeline, if you add me, you'll be able to view, click on the link and listen to me from 1 o'clock. I think for either 12 or 1 o'clock, one or two. So you'll be able to view me and hear my story and hear how I began and where everything started from, and give you an insight into who Nana Marfo is. Believe me, my story is a big story, and it's not one where I fabricated or trying to fool people or trying to make friends like I'm lonely. No, I don't come in here to make friends, because I'm lonely. I'm coming on here to educate people, and if people want to be my friend in the process, that's cool. If you think I'm begging it and I'm trying to be something I'm not, you don't need to watch my videos. You don't need to add me. You don't need to get to know me. The X button's in the corner. You can just exit out and do what you normally do, which is probably not of productivity. I'm not here to be fake. I'm not here to Facebook stalk people. The reason why I add people on a daily basis is because I'm trying to educate a lot of people. So if I add you and you don't want me to add you and you block me, that's fine. If I add you and I tag you into a video and you decide to hide your page and block me, that's fine. No problem. As the Africans would say, no problem. Some people are going to want to hear what I've got to say. Some people are not going to hear what I've got to say. It's the world we live in. We have a choice of information we absorb. I'm sorry I can't offer you tons of money to keep you on my page. I'm sorry I can't give you something of substance to your own individual mindset. But I do what I need to do for me. I'm trying just to tell people that people with barriers and unique abilities, we rock. And we are here to stay. And treat us with respect, treat us with dignity. And just keep on hearing our story. And maybe, just maybe, it will provoke, it will spark a flame within you to look at life from a different angle and to accept people for what they are and not who they are, what you can gain from them, because in life we're too absorbed with what we can benefit from a person, not how we can embrace them and change a world or create a revolution for a generation who's coming who do not know the concepts of life. Anyway, that's enough of me today. I will be back on here later on tonight. As I said, I need to get ready. I need to drink my herbal tea. I need to jump in the shower and look presentable for my show. So, have a good day, guys, in whatever you're doing. And just when you think you're having a crappy day, just remember watching me, Nana Marful, the man who breathes but have to use a ventilator every morning to clear my airway. Just remember what I go through. Yeah? I could sit here and say I have a crappy morning every morning, but I don't. The mere fact that I'm able to get up, the mere fact that I'm able to do things for myself, I'm okay. Anyway, guys, it's been lovely talking to you. It's been lovely communicating with you. And for new members who've been watching me now, who don't know who I am, friend request me, share my video, share. And let's make a change. Thanks for watching, and you catch me soon. Nana, co-founder of People with Unique Abilities. I'm out.